It is our AFC West preview here on RobertWalshow.com. John Ramey with you. Editor-in-Chief of Mile High Report, John Benet, joins us to talk about the Denver Broncos, a team that everybody is interested in. Welcome, John.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate being here.
The Broncos have a great tradition, and this year, despite a difficult season last year, there is perhaps more intrigue than ever, if that can be possible, because of one Tim Tebow. What is the status right now with Tebow within the locker room, within the organization, and with the fans?
Well, with the fans, that's pretty easy. I think the fans want to see him start. I think the last 3 games of last year, just with the kind of train wreck 2010 was, he brought some excitement. You look at his numbers, they weren't great, and the Broncos only went 1-2 in those games, but I think he brought just a wow factor back to the Broncos they hadn't had in a while. And Broncos fans, like you said, they're used to winning. They're used to being in the playoff chase every year, and in the last 5 years, that hasn't been the case. So I think the fans want to see him play. The unfortunate fact of the matter is, if you watch him on the practice field, he's not ready to play. And you'll hear a lot of terms like, the fact that, he's a gamer, that he's not a great practice player, and all those things are great to say, but at some point you've got to be able to prepare in the National Football League. This isn't Sandlot. This isn't backyard ball, and NFL defenses will get you if you're not prepared to play, and that's the fact of the matter right now with Tim Tebow. He's just not ready to be an every down NFL quarterback, and now the question becomes, do the Broncos believe he ever will be?
Outside of the quarterback position, what are the main concerns if you're a Broncos fan coming into this season?
Well, they got to fix the defense, and they brought John Fox in to do just that. They brought him in to finally bring an identity to the defensive side of the football. Mike Shanahan in his later years kind of forgot about the defense. Josh McDaniels didn't do much better in trying to rebuild the defense. So John Fox has come in. There's a lot of work to do on that side of the football. Obviously, they have Champ Bailey, and they drafted Von Miller with the number 2 overall pick. Elvis Dumervil comes back. So they need the defense. If the Broncos are going to be a decent team, if they're going to, at least scare some people this year, the defense has to be better. It's been historically bad the last couple of years, and so that's the most important thing for Broncos fans to worry about.
We're visiting with John Benet, the founder and editor-in-chief of MileHighReport.com, talking about the 2011 Denver Broncos. Who scares you the most in the division?
Well, I'll tell you what, you've got to start with the Chargers. They've been kind of the team for a while, even though they've I'd say, underachieved under Norv Turner. The Raiders they went 6-0 in the AFC West last year. They went undefeated in the West. So obviously they're a factor, and the Chiefs. I mean, the AFC West, it's not the best division in football, but I'll tell you what, these 4 teams get after it. They go after each other and each game. So it's a lot of fun to be a fan of the West, and even when the teams are struggling, as the Raiders have been, and the Chiefs, they're kind of turning a corner. Every game's fun and entertaining, and it could be a blowout, it could be a close game. So really, every team in the division has a shot this year, but the Chargers are obviously, I think, the team to beat.
Last question. Any truth to the rumors that the Broncos may be going back to orange jerseys?
That seems to be, there has not been an official statement. I've heard some unofficial statements, but that seems to be the way they're looking for 2012, is to go back to the predominantly orange. And that's a huge, I think that'll be a great move if they do. And with Nike taking over all of the NFL's apparel in 2012, I think it's a natural step.
John Benet, MileHighReport.com. Thanks for being with us here on RobertWalshow.com.
I appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.